Tour of Colombia Stage 2, Taro Tejada won quite easily in the end with the sprint, so he was in the leader's jersey. If you want to watch Stage 1, I'll post a link somewhere, probably in the description or comments, and then you could watch that as well. But anyway, Taro Tejada, big win for him. Dust off Piccoli in the sprint. Today, circuit, I thought it looked flat, very much not flat. But anyway, we will see that it is a pretty hilly race. So anyway, here we go, 34k to go. Richard Carapaz goes on the attack. EF have a really strong team. And yeah, they really set the tempo and made sure that basically everyone had to follow them. You can see Lutsenko and Tejada are following. Tejada had a rough day. He only really has Lutsenko and Lopez's brother Harold Lopez as support. Movistar strong squad with Neiderman as well as Sosa. So it is hard to kind of like compete in some ways. But anyway, 23k to go. EF have been attacking again. You can see Bernal bridging across here. And I believe that is Jefferson Cepeda, who is also in the break as well. You can see EF 23k out. This is a really steep wall. You'll see it's like a 10k lap, so they do it again. And that's really where it's the most decisive part. It's really steep, and they go downhill. The rest of the circuit is pretty flowy. You can see here again, like this time it was Iran. Iran went absolutely thermal on this climb. You can see Neiderman's in second wheel. Then we've got Tejada, and then behind him we've got behind him Tejada and then Bernal. So again, it's going really, really, really hard. You can see it's like actual proper steep pinches. And although maybe at sea level this wouldn't be as much, but with the passion of the Colombians plus altitude, it makes it a really hard race. Tejada's actually looking all right, to be honest, but you can see like Neiderman, everyone else is trying to follow this. And this is really where like the decisive move for them made. You can see the Colombian national champ Rodrigo Contreras is following. Chavez is struggling. He's in like fifth wheel trying to get across. And, you know, a lot of these Conti guys are really, really strong at the moment. You can see Quintana struggling. He can't follow Iran. Then you can see Lopez, as Tejada's trying to follow him again. He's really struggling. And he actually goes over the top, basically, more or less on his own, with a small gap to Tejada. Tejada did a big effort there. And then when he looks around, Tejada stops pedaling. And this is a huge error because Iran just thinks, 10k to go, I need to go. Then you can see we then skip ahead, and these guys all bridged across. Bernal went across, Sosa went across, Contreras went across as well. You can see they're messing around a lot. They're really messing around, and I don't think, mainly Sosa, to be honest, I think he was waiting for Neiderman. I think he didn't think that he could go on his own. So you can see here, like, Iran's fully committed, Bernal's fully committed, Contreras is also fully committed. And then you're just kind of there waiting for Sosa to pull a turn. I don't really get why he is. Sorry, it's Osorio who's the Colombian national champ, got confused. But yeah, he is in the GW kit. He's got the exposed cable king. I think Contreras is the guy in purple as well. So Bernal's doing a big shift here. Again, he thinks he can gain some time. You might be able to win a stage. Out of this, you'd say probably Iran's the favourite on the sprint. I can see kind of why Sosa wouldn't pull, because Quintana's the GC leader and he doesn't have a good sprint, which he doesn't. Then it's going to be tough for him to win. But I think sometimes you just got to work. And you can see here, Bernal's trying to get Iran to work as well, and then Sosa, he's just saying like, boy, what are you doing? Yeah, so Contreras is in the pink kit, and then Osorio, national champ, made a video about that as well, so if you want to watch that, again, I'll try and leave the link somewhere. But Bernal looking pretty strong at the moment, had a bad TT, but then Colombian national champs, he did look good again, so I think maybe he's coming around to be in decent condition. You can see with 8k to go, it's looking pretty promising actually. Like, they've got a good gap, and everyone seems to now be working, including Sosa, and I think maybe Movistar said to him, look, you know, you just gotta go. But here, Petro, like, whoa, absolute bananas. So they have Caicedo, who did race for EF. They got two of them across, and they got another GW lad across. They went up a hill, kind of out and back. Nothing really happened. But on this fast running, people decided to gamble. People thought, maybe I don't have a sprint. And I thought at this moment it would really be just ridden for GC by Iran, Bernal and Sosa, but they just didn't. I don't really know why. And Contreras here decides, he looks back and just goes, we've got to go. And I reckon he realizes that he doesn't have the best sprint, and that if he goes like long, people aren't going to chase him necessarily. Like, Bernal definitely could follow this, right? He doesn't. And then when he gets in the saddle and starts sprinting, that's it. Game over. Done. Thanks for coming. And then GWM are trying to follow him again, but I don't really know exactly what their tactics were straight away. But then I think Osorio understands the danger now, and is like, okay, well, we're just going to have to attack across because Contreras is a stronger guy. The World Tour boys, I don't really know what they were doing, but you can see Contreras looks back, realizes no one's there, and just goes, we're going to hop across. big bunny hop on the speed bump, and now he's flying across to Contreras. And the two boys, like, they are strong. Like, Osorio raced for Bahrain before, and Contreras, I also think, he also may have raced for some decent teams. Yeah, he was on Astana for quite a long time, and Quick-Step. So, like, they're both good riders. And here, like, Iran's looking behind. And then I don't really know what he expected. Maybe Petrolite. They were like, okay, Petrolite will do a big shift to try and get them back, which is true. They should. But at the end of the day, it's like you're a World Tour rider. You can't mess around that much. Contreras, I don't know what he's doing. He just rides the whole way in. Like, it's actually crazy. And Iran in second wheel, like, yeah, probably is the favourite for the sprint. But now is okay as well, but he's not the same. EF here doing some bluffing, maybe, I don't know. Harold Lopez got dropped. He did a big turn, and now Tejada's kind of on his own. Luckily for him, the gap actually, as you can see, is really not too big. And yeah, still Contreras on the front, just driving it. And I don't really understand exactly. Osorio looks pretty relaxed. The Petrolite boys are coming back. They look like, you know, Casado again. He's got a decent kick. He's not bad. Won Vuelta at Taquera. But anyway, Contreras steps out the wheel. Ciao, ciao. Thanks for coming. There's a reason I'm a Colombian national champ, and I've got a good sprint, because it's exactly what he did with the Colombian national champs. And yeah, takes the big W. So you'd say a bit of an upset, to be honest, in my books. 2 World Tour wins, but now we've got one for the Colombian Conti teams. And yeah, anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video. Cheers for watching. I'll see you in the next one.